downtown. Here we go. Bronson Park. Woo! My 2 years of my life was spent in downtown because of school. I went to KVCC, the Center for New Media, for 2 years as an animation maker. So we're gonna walk around downtown, check it out. A lot of memories here. My best friend works there. The smell of education. It's very nostalgic. I feel like I have to whisper because it's so quiet in here and people are probably learning. It's too dark and spooky. Oh, room 20. Pinky Alpha Psi. You know when people say that college goes by really fast? They weren't kidding. Even though I only took 2 years, which is kind of a short amount of time, it went by so fast. So fast. But in 2 years, there were so many memories. Like, we got the creepy classmates, and we have like my core group classmates that did everything together up until the very end. You know, I love this place. I love this place. I love Aubrey, my instructor, everyone who taught me, and yeah, it was just so cool. Can barely see, but that is my art showcasing in the Arcus Gallery. Yeah, that's the cool thing about downtown. It has this charm that's different from the rest of the community. Portage is kind of the white people's neighborhood, you know, it's pretty clean cut, but then when you go to downtown, it's like a completely different place. There's old churches, there's massive buildings, but I loved it. It was a charm to coming here almost every day to learn about animation. Who does that? Probably a lot of people, but you hardly do that in Kalamazoo, you know? Only a select group of people know how to party in Kalamazoo. But I had a great group of friends at school. You know, we called each other the Furious Five. We were there through everything, you know? We were in it to win it. You know, we had like the same couple classes every now and then, and we would wait outside of the classroom and dance and do silly, stupid things just to pass time. Then we went on this sick road trip to Ohio to visit Columbus College of Art and Design, which was such a fun trip. We got to stay in the dorms and visit campus and see artists. We got to do a lot of really cool things. And we got to do a lot of cool things together over the course of 2 years. There were many stories we told each other about the creeps in class, and I had to lean on them to help me get out of really awkward situations. And we would have very interesting instructors every now and then that didn't necessarily line up with our views necessarily. You could say one was a universalist. The universe man. You don't think that you think those artists, like those teachers are like on TV. No, they're real. And they were in a life drawing class, of all things. I loved it. It was too perfect. And we would go to Subway together. you know, in between classes. And then we just like wait, we get Subway, come back to the classroom and wait and eat and maybe watch a movie every now and then. I think we watched Kubo one day and then other animated movies because we can, and Aubrey's the best. I was even given the opportunity to do another solo art show. Well, my first solo art show, and it was hosted at the Kalamazoo Valley Museum. I think it was either it was 2015. It was after I joined No University. So I got the guts and the gusto to ask if I could have a spot at one of the art hops there. And they're like, yeah, in September you have your spot. And I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And also I was like, I actually have to prepare for this now. But it was great. I had an entire art show dedicated to the Limitless crew. I had a website for them. I had a bunch of like pieces like specifically made for the art show that I still love to this day. And then just recently, I was able to speak at the Valley Museum about, you know, some things that I worked on in my last semester at school with Zach, and we made a short together, a couple sessions of, you know, we were just speaking to a small crowd at one of the art hops, and it was so cool. I had a PowerPoint and everything. It's like, yeah, there were a lot of moments in downtown where I stretched myself and did stuff I've never done before, like a solo art show and my first public speaking gig about my art, you know? Like, that's pretty gosh darn insane. So there's one last stop I want to take before the day is out, and it's a really, really fun place. It's South Haven Beach, and I've had a lot of great times there with family and friends just to get away. And not everyone has a beach, you know, not everyone has a lake that they can drive an hour to whenever they want and just relax on the sand in front of a large body of water. It's insane. Like, there's no lake in Tulsa, and I don't want to take that for granted. So that's going to be my last stop, and I'm going to do it in the best way possible, and that is to enjoy the sunset.